Hello everybody, my name is Rosa X Rain, and I'm going to be doing our third episode of Lucid 9. Well, let's just load and recap a little. So there was somebody murdering somebody in the woods, using their chest cavity blood for painting on leaves, and then this guy, Yama, is in a class, and his teacher really doesn't like him. I would love this kid because he is like the god of sarcasm, but yeah. So, let's just get right into it. Nothing. Great weather we're having, huh? See? He's the god of sarcasm. She doesn't seem amused. Oh no. At this point what? At what point? It's the second day of school, unless she's referring to teaching me last year. Come to think of it, yeah, it's highly possible. Oh my gosh, she had to deal with him for a year before? It's clear that detention is doing nothing for your toxic behavior. Yeah, well, because I can nap in detention. Therefore, I've taken the liberty of recommending you for the therapeutic mentorship, which will take place on campus at the discretion of our dorm manager. Oh, great. Requirements will be 1 hour, 5 days a week. The mentor will need to sign off on every visit. Ugh. The what now? Right, the what now? Are you scheduling brainwashing sessions for me? Excuse me? You might have other ideas, young man, but civility and respect are integral cornerstones of our modern society. No, actually, 99.9% of people, not including Sheldon Cooper, understand sarcasm. And sarcasm is a modern language of today. I love sarcasm. If it does result in scrubbing away some of that arrogance of yours, then I say good riddance. Good riddance to you, woman. I'm shocked by this unusually passionate outburst from her. She slows her breath, shaking as she jabs a book and envelope at me. Take this. Mr. Ryota's office. You know where it is. A tiny pinch of the tension releases. Mr. Ryota's the mentor? Well, maybe this won't be so bad. Obviously, this guy must be cool. I give the book a once-over. The cover is somber and 100% boring. Block letters proclaim primates of the 21st century, 100-plus correctional techniques to improve the mindset of any underdeveloped adolescent. Wow, what a bitch. I hate to say it, guys, but this teacher is horrible. Who does that? Who writes that? Like, for real. Well, gee, I'm honored. Take it. No, I don't want to take it. I take it. Okay. Goodbye, Yama Ishimoto. Why would you say goodbye? You're gonna see him tomorrow. She flounces out of the classroom, clearly fed up with my shenanigans. I don't see how those are shenanigans. Like, he's just being a smartass. Wordlessly, I turn and head down the corridor. Yes, someone's a little touchy. Not that I can blame her. If I had a student like me, I'd hate him too. I tromp down the stairs to the first floor and stomp before a door at the edge of the hallway bearing the sign J. Ryuta, dorm manager. I rap sharply on the wood 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. Mr. Ryuta? What is it? Nuclear war? What? Is this guy a conspiracy theorist? What? No. Meh, don't feel like opening the door for anything less important. I like this guy. I could open the door myself. Locked it. Don't bother. I press my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is. Action-packed orchestral strings just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint clanging of swords and shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryuta? ... Bah! A moment later, the door's locks click open. I slip inside the room, holding back a smile. The office is minimalistic in its furnishings, but fairly welcoming. Warm light encompasses the rooms, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranged around a coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. It looks more like the office of a therapist rather than the office of a school door manager. Uh-oh. Brainwashing commencing! In the corner, a spot of comely mahogany desks, on top of which sits Jiro Ryota in a very dramatic position. That doesn't look dramatic. Welcome to the Satin Room. Have you brought an offering to appease the Dark Lord? I like this guy. He's a nerd. Indeed I have. With an equally exaggerated bow, I present the book and note from my teacher. Mr. Ryota's eyebrows scrunch in confusion. The hell is this? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But that's funny because that's what I said. I say that a lot about this. I kind of got in trouble earlier for talking back. Yeah, so she gave you this book about primates in the 21st century and calling you a frickin' monkey. Or a gorilla, Rick Harambe. Instead of detention, the teacher's convinced that I need more permanent solution. Oh, no. Like death? I can help you with that. Maybe he's the murderer! Oh my gosh, he might be the one ripping open chest cavities. She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh. Okay. I think he might be the murderer. But what the hell is this? He shakes the book empathetically. The curriculum that the teacher recommends for, helping me, quote unquote. I like the quotes. Alright, well I'll put it where it belongs. He promptly throws it in the trash, which extracts a laugh from me. Yes, it does belong in the trash. Good job. Now, to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants. His eyes drift over the paper, and I silently hand to him. Ha! Oh boy, isn't this precious! I really like this guy. Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryota, I'm having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care for the inefficiencies of bureaucracy. Sincerely, a woman who is certainly the most boring person in her graduating class. I choke back laughter as he crumples the paper into a ball and lobs it in the trash. By the way, don't tell anyone I said that or I might get fired. And then you'd have to take counseling from Miss Hanazawa, and where would we be? I considered the NDA signed. Mr. Ryota reclines easily against the chair, kicking his legs on the table. So, how's the apartment? They have apartments? Still in one piece, mostly. Good to hear. And Phil? Who's Phil? Phil? The little houseplant, the one I placed on your shelf. Oh, it probably died. Your memory sucks more than mine, kid. Oh, right. He doesn't remember the frickin' plant. I don't know about any plant, so, obviously I don't remember it. I vaguely remember Mr. Ryota forming an odd attachment to a plant when I'd moved into my apartment, even to the point where he named him Phil. I think he died. Well, that would probably sum it up since you don't know about it. That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant. Nope. Looked fake on the outside, I guess, but all real inside. A satisfied smile pulls at Mr. Ryota's lips, and I suddenly realize the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we? I don't think he is. I don't get the metaphor. Your optimism is inspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer to be contrary. What, people look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside? No, they're pretty much fake on the outside. Something like that. We were talking about plants. How was I supposed to know? Right? Because even I'm confused by this guy. Well, you know now. So now that you know, is your answer the same? No. Didn't even need to think about it? It's the truth. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside they're nothing. I mean, Mr. Ryuta evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, there's no judging in his gaze. You must be a real party pleaser. Probably. I'll be here all week. What made you draw such a depressing conclusion? Well, the fact that most people are fake on the outside and we all look the same on the inside, so there's no point to be a dick about it. I mean, seriously, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, there is nothing but meat. White meat, dark meat, we're chickens. We're basically chickens for zombies. Anyway, I can tell that his mind's on the fast track of psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicidal tendencies. Time to put that to rest, because if anything should be blamed, it should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. If that is not a serial killer in the making, then I don't know what is. I certainly haven't watched enough Criminal Minds. Power of observation, if anything. People like to be strong, confident, independent on the outside. Peel that away, and what do you get? Meat? Glorious, glorious paint for houseplants? Their heart? Then that heart must be pretty pathetic. See? Serial killer in the making. I don't know who's the murderer at this point. I just know that there's someone just tearing people apart. Okay. Did I ever say otherwise? What? No, I guess he didn't. Mr. Ryuta eases from the topic as he leans back on his chair, drawing a planner from his drawer. Oh, great. Well, if it were up to me, I'd say that you're just like any surly teenager going through the first throes of senioritis. I never went through senioritis. I actually dropped out and went to Job Corps, which was an amazing program, by the way. I actually graduated in one of the top parts of my class. But paperwork's been signed, and you know how the bureaucracy goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since national changes. Ha! You assume the mayor actually does anything important. Oh, wow. He scrawls something down on his tablet and taps on the screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket. Your teacher recommended that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that? See, I like this guy. He only wants to do, weekly brainwashing. Well, we'll just play it by ear, and you let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you're due for another checkup. Well, we know now. Maybe Yama's the killer. I feel like Yama's the killer, but I mean, there's other factors coming into place. I don't really think the teacher's the killer. even though she comes up behind you and glares at you. But no, like, I don't know. Alright, we'll just play it. Oh, okay. I check what he sent me. A copy of the spreadsheet that's taped outside his door, revealing his available times. Wow, how do you have this much free time? Life as a dorm manager's just swell, isn't it? Basically, I mean, if you can get into clan wars. I thought you at least had some kind of job. I'll let you in on a secret. Ooh, what's a secret? I like secrets. The kids here don't cause much trouble. Not 'cause they're angels, not 'cause they're boring. Because they're too prissy. I've seen that. Judging by Elizabeth, she's pretty pissy. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with things like graffiti or booze. But they do need someone to cry to when they stub a toe. And the other teachers seem to think that I fit that job description. Wow. Actually, it's more likely that they don't want to deal with hormonal brats. Isn't that the truth? So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be a bench warmer who just nods and smiles once every few minutes. I really like this guy. Like with me? Question of the day. Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope. Yeah, that sounds like the Academy in a nutshell. Half the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half are too lazy to care. Well, sounds right. What do you get to hear? Whining about grades? Toxic relationships? Oh, one eye. Sometimes, but not always. Do we get to hear about murder? At any rate, complain makes my job easy. Thank you for your massive contribution to society. Yes, thank you for not being a frickin' blowhard like Woozle. You're absolutely welcome. They seem to be equal to equal yours. I snort and he chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I hadn't gone to Mr. Ryota. Well, as your loving, caring, and awe-inspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you from the beauty that is Club Recruitment Day. Oh, God. Oh, no, I'm fine, really. Right? Off you go. Take a selfie and send it to me. But first, let me take a selfie. I need to woozle the link because of technical. Or I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. But that's, you said, you need to expand your opportunities, broaden your horizons, go where no man has gone before. But, no buts, just do as you're told, young man. And most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan. I really do like this guy. That's just sad, Mr. Ryota. World domination calls. See ya. Bye-bye. Oh, it got dark. And without another word, he shoved me out and slammed the door in my face. I really do like that guy. He seems pretty chill. I have no choice but to head to the school courtyard. No choice. No choice at all. Oh, great. It's this guy again. It doesn't take much time to find Masato behind the track table, armed with I Heart Track flags and I Heart Track posters and I Heart Track headbands. I can't talk. Oh no. I just can feel the pain and agony just coming out of this right now. So, I'm just going to end this episode here. It's been about 20 minutes. I'm trying to keep it to about 20-minute segments. I don't know if this is going to be uploaded tonight, tomorrow. It all depends on Woozle, because I've just been throwing content at him. And he really, really needs a shout-out for that. Because, I mean, I've just been throwing these videos at him. He's been stopping what he's doing, editing, and I really appreciate him for that. And I don't get to say that enough, especially with the back and forth. I mean, we call each other a lot of names because he's pretty much an asshole, but in all reality, he's the brains behind this operation. I think I'm the funny one, but I mean, in real life, he's pretty awesome. So, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, then don't. So, I'm just gonna let it go there. Everybody have a good night, and I'll see you next time.